not sure I heard the question, but my advice to young people that are dreaming to become involved in the space programs is get a good education, work hard, and do your homework, and care about what you learn, because it's very important. We need you to be smart, and we need you to have vision when you come into the program so you can bring us into the future. I'm sorry, I did not copy that question. Could you say again? Okay, so I think that was the effect of lack of gravity on your sleep, and there was nothing that really affects the sleep. We just kind of, it's a very sound sleep, and there's no pressure points, so